It's week 2 of the 2022 season, and taking center stage is Logan Thomas. He's coming off a 103-yard showing last week. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers on Thursday night.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season, as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup, and this is going to be a heck of a chess match. This offense against a defense that will take no prisoners out there.
It's going to be a big-time battle, and I think that both of these teams have that mindset of, we're going to do what we do and make the other guys react to us. And we've definitely got a couple of headstrong coordinators who won't back down from a challenge. So this will be a battle of wits as much as it'll be a battle of brawn.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Bringing him out, the 3rd overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. This is swung out to Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's Eckler again. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Chiefs had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Ryan.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Young Wei Koo, who of course used to kick for the Chargers, on for the field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he completes it to Hunt. Throwing again on second down.
Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
7 yards there and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo now. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Play action. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Hunt. Touchdown, Chargers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Ryan.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Ryan. And Sharp calls it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Logan Thomas,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chiefs are able to move back in front.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Charger football to start quarter number 2.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This is caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a 1st down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches at 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope he continues improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers' big play threat.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st down, Ryan.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, Garoppolo. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on second and long. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Garoppolo looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Ryan. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Draw play, it's Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again with Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This is Hunt on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is caught.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They run for it with Hunt. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. And finally, it's the season's only doubleheader on Monday night. Titans-Bills at 7:15, then Vikings-Eagles at 8:30. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they did even less on the ground as they've struggled to get the run game going.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Uzama. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, looking to attack since they're pulling with the lead. Will they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Garoppolo now. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the delay, here's Hunt. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Myers' kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ryan.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Throwing again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
They were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now Ryan on 1st down. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Ryan.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Williams brings it in.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
A 2nd field goal here this 3rd quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw complete there to Thomas.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Shifts past him at the 45.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive with Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
Now the ball comes loose. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Eckler now between the tackles. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Ryan to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ryan.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan.
Able to locate Shark here on the comebacker.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Garoppolo on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Yeah, come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Hunt will try going up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. There goes a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
This ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Chargers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.